This Shabbat, yes.
This Shabbat. All right, so ordinarily people don't show up instantaneously when we go live, but if you guys want to share this for the people that are here, we're on Facebook and on our YouTube channel. This is what we do Sunday mornings. We get together at 9:30 every Sunday morning, Eastern Standard Time, to hang out in the cathedral that we built in Minecraft to express some gratitudes and throw it up on the gratitude monument so they stay up as long as electrons are flowing through wires on the internet. And then we, watch a sunrise together in game. It's turned into this whole thing. It's cool. There. Introduction over. Anyone have any cave news for us? I'm just going to call it cave news now. Any cave updates? No.
What does that mean?
Baby's been kicking furiously all week, and
Yay!
I turn 23 weeks tomorrow, so 17 to go.
Nice.
Wow.
Baby's cool.
What's up, breakfast eating Leon? We see you.
Not caveman news. Cave news.
Sorry.
Yeah, here, Babs. That's a good point. Let's just say hello to everybody.
Morning.
Hello, Greg. Hello, Russell. Hello, Jareen. Hello, Bob. And Gail. And Leon. And Madeline. And Jen's around there somewhere. Hello. All right.
So, okay, so there's two Leons?
No, well, it depends on how. No. Yes. No. Yes.
Leon's often with Gail. This time it's Madeline.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't know these kids well enough to know who's who at the zoo, so sorry about that.
Hey, Yuri.
Wow, look at the crowd we got in here. It's nice.
We do have a crowd.
Good morning, Laugh Track. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Deb. Good morning, Babs. Babs is in the chat.
Yep.
Why is she not on camera, Corey? Your invisible wife.
Yeah, she wants to maintain unicorn status. Like basically, she knows that everyone thinks that I don't actually have a super
Honestly,
hot
for the
superstar
first 6
wife.
or 7 months I worked with Corey, I thought Babs was imaginary because she was like,
Everyone thought that when we first started dating. People at shows literally nicknamed her the unicorn because she was this amazing thing that I talked about that didn't exist. Granted, she didn't live where I lived, so there's that. But yeah, so Donna's getting a head start. If you want, we're gonna head out into the cathedral pretty soon. Feel free to write down short gratitudes in the comments, and we will affix them to the monuments. But yeah, anyone else have anything they want to talk about? There's one thing I want to talk about down here actually. I'm releasing some new music in the middle of November. And I would love it if all of you guys would sign up to get updates via email, because it'll also mean that you will get some free stuff. And you can do that at uplift.art. So there you go. There's my plug for this morning. All right. Any one of the demi gods want to set the
gotcha. Yeah, while we're talking, next Saturday,
nice.
I will be premiering. I'm going to be linking it on Facebook, but I will be premiering my first ever Americana internet radio show. Americana is the genre that's sort of a combination of folk, acoustic, country, R&B, things like that. It's the first music programming show I've done in a long, long time. Pretty excited about it. Have my music selections all picked out, and yeah, going to be doing an internet radio thing, which is brand new to me. I've never done it before.
Cool.
Good luck.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you. It's called String Theory.
Yeah, because what else would you call an Americana show?
Well, it's a lot of strings.
Yeah, no, I get it. You couldn't do it without a pun, obviously.
Yeah, I play a little mandolin. Well, they're all little, so
Yeah. Terrible. I wanted to walk out and show everybody what the cathedral looks like at night because it's all glowy and nice. Anyway, yeah. So who's got some gratitudes? We'll start throwing them up on the
Oh, I got Laugh Track. Laugh Track, my roommate Donna. We rented a pontoon boat yesterday and had a few hours on the Gulf. So she's grateful for, and you have to say it this way, boat day.
Yeah, I mean that just makes sense.
That's
I mean,
why
why?
all week she walked around the apartment just every once in a while yelling out, boat day. So
All right. I'm gonna do
So I got
one
that one.
here.
there you go, Donna. It's up.
I'm grateful for Bab's jokes. My hubby is better in the spotlight. Good morning.
Leon, come to church.
That's way too long for one sign, Babs.
Yeah, you might want to chop that up into a
I'm
bunch.
just going to go to the grateful for developing habits for sustained healthy living. I think I can put that on a sign. I got you there.
All right, I'll do the last one. Grateful for being appreciated at work, which she totally was. Not that I told her exactly how that was going to go far in advance, and she never believed me and never would believe me. But I was checks all of my copious notes right. Yeah, I found a way to make that whole thing about me.
Yep, you sure did.
It's so terrible.
It's like some sort of a miracle. There we go, Babs. I got the first part of yours up on
Everyone is super shocked.
the wall over there.
Someone please make me a sign.
I got you, Russ.
Thank you.
When you're
Right.
caught up on the chat, let me know. I'll have one ready for you.
Go ahead, Dream.
I'm grateful for creative projects. I got to be in Fred's podcast this week, and they are just finishing it up, and I haven't heard it yet. I'm very excited. And Zach picked up a last-minute gig this week and got to play with some old friends that he hasn't played with in many years, and just had a total ball playing his bass saxophone last night. So creative
Nice.
projects I'm thankful for.
Yeah, I messaged Fred last night to beg him to let me do voiceover work for the next community theater, radio theater thing. So I'll be in on that.
Yay.
All right, I got Sue's. Nope,
All right.
that doesn't work.
So, which one of us put grateful for huge turnout of early voters?
That might be Casey Marion if it's showing up as so local.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, that's weird. I thought that was Sue's. All right. Well, I'll do Sue's. You guys can do Casey Marion's.
Hey, I got that one.
Totally read that wrong.
I think
I've
that's
got-
Casey anyway.
I've got
Yeah, it's her. Oh, you got it?
no. I was about to say I have Sue's grateful for a healthy family.
Yeah, I got you, Casey.
All right, we got about 2 minutes before we'll want to be up on the balcony. Yeah, huge turnout is definitely something that I'm pretty stoked about as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Did we miss any? I think we got them all.
Leon, what are you grateful for this morning?
I'm grateful for cereal.
Done.
That's a good one.
Did you get Madeline and I?
Not yet. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. We put it in the chats, but I don't know if it's showing up.
Yeah, Madeline's grateful for living granny.
Yeah, I didn't see it. We'll definitely do it though.
Show up.
Oh, it's in the StreamYard chat.
Oh, that's why. There you go. Can somebody spot that?
Madeline is grateful for loving Grammy.
Yeah,
I'm grateful
I
for
got that.
Silicon.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Yuri. Excuse me. All right. The moon will be setting in probably about a minute. I'm gonna head out the balcony over here. I guess eventually we can just start throwing gratitudes up on the sidewalls up here too, hey? Maybe get some torches up on the walls over here.
Yep. We can probably do that.
Figure that out. Anyway,
Mhm.
not for now. But
I've been liking it dark up here though because it shows off the mural.
yeah, and you know what? No, we should leave it. You're totally right. Agreed. All right, so yeah, finish up what you're doing and come on up on the balcony. We'll wait for the sunrise together. I'm gonna pour some more coffee.
Lunch drinking.
Just in time.
Thank you, ma'am.
And it's time for a moment of silence, correct, Corey?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So I am grateful for the crumpling newspaper cheese grater in a blender sound that Russell's phone just made while he was wiping it off to get a better view of our beautiful sunrise this morning. And here's the reason why. It means, you know, I don't get to see, well, nobody does. We don't get to see a lot of family these days. And like Russ and I have never been able to really hang out for the entire time that we've all kind of been in the same family, right? Like we've, you know, they came down, you know, briefly or whatever, and so like we've seen them a little bit, but
Yeah, last year.
right? I love that we get to just have this time together. So that's what I was thinking the whole time that we were hearing this.
Sorry.
Hold on, I'm not done. It was perfect.
This is very much what a moment of silence is like in my large Italian family.
No, it was good. It couldn't be better because it just, you know, without, you know, the technology and how new this new weird social etiquette that we all have, and we get to do this, and I'm extremely grateful for that. You know, up to and including all of the hilarious foibles that happen all the time. And honestly, that's all I have today. Like that we're in a weird digital space inside of a digital space where we've created a cathedral around some crazy ideas that, you know, kind of the community evolved together. And it's deeply fascinating, but more, I think it's actually useful, right? Like I've always kind of wanted to have some kind of secular version of the community and the togetherness and the fellowship of dogmatic churches without any of that stuff. And this is turning into that in a way that could never have seen coming. And so I'm really grateful that all of you guys are here.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I like a church space where laughing is okay.
Right?
Yeah. Because if I believed in God, I would be quick to tell you God obviously has a sense of humor because platypus.
Clearly.
Hey, while we're
Yeah,
all
Sue.
on the
The
family
best was when he
gratitude
peeked
thing.
into the Sorry,
While
Jen.
we're
that's
all on the
something.
family gratitude thing, can I just jump in for 2 seconds?
Of course.
Grateful. Michelle yesterday jumped in when I had a question about resources. I was doing some doula training, and I had a question that I really don't think anyone else could answer. And she gave me some great resources and was so quick and fast and wonderful. And I'm just really grateful that we finally got to meet each other and be in each other's lives, even at a distance. So thank you.
Amen to that.
Yeah, I want to go. Like a few weeks ago, this came up, and now it seems more urgent than it did even then. But I'm grateful to all of you who have taken this whole social distancing, isolation, self-isolation thing seriously, because it's becoming critical again. And I'm mad as hell that we can't all get together somewhere. And I don't just mean my personal family, my immediate family. I mean all of you. I got to hang out with Corey at a picnic table last week, and I think that's probably the last time that's going to happen till January. And I'm grateful to the people that are setting an example for how this should go. And I'll tell you what, I think doing this every week has made us all better at Zoom, except Russ. But mostly, it's made us better at this way of being a community and communicating. So I'm grateful to everybody that's taken this seriously, and I think I've said that twice now.
For my whole life.
Right?
Social distancing.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Some of us introverts are a little bit better at it than others.
Yeah, I'm really glad we have this because I certainly have been staying in since February, and it's just nice to know that I can come here and hang out with people once a week, and the coffee chat's fun too. But this is really neat because everybody else I know lives so far away anyhow, and the in-laws and stuff, we're not really too close to them because we're taking our safety protocols a lot more seriously than they are. So you guys are what I got right now, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, my mom's family, my cousins and aunts and uncles are all talking about Thanksgiving get-togethers, and my mom and I had a conversation about this. Like, no, we can't. There's a house full of kids and everybody's still working, and it's not a safe thing to do. And we're gonna miss that dreadfully, But I have a small circle. There's Donna, my roommate, and Mishi, my girlfriend, and Mishi's roommate, Donna. And we're going to get together because we see each other. We're in the same space often anyway. But beyond that, downstairs neighbors, hey, come down and smoke one. And I'm like, no, because you guys got a garage full of people every night that I don't know. I'm not doing that. I don't know. It sounds like I'm complaining, and I'm really not. I'm complaining that I don't think enough people are taking this seriously, and that means we're just never going to get done with this. We're going to be doing this for the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. Who knows?
Yeah, no, mask wearing's projected into 2022 now. And yeah, I'm having the same worries. And I'm also having the same, I hate being the party pooper. I hate being the guy that people come to and they're like, oh, is this okay? Are you comfortable with this? No, it's expressly against the rules.
Well, yeah, I even hit Corey's limit the other day because I was thinking, well, he's coming up here in mid-November. We're going to try to do a show together in the same space. Maybe we should invite people to come have a coffee with us. And Corey was like, no, I'm not doing that. And I felt bad because I understand how hard it is for Corey to say no to something like that.
Yeah, it sucks. It's not fun at all. But at the same time, I think it has a lot to do with my media diet too. Like every chance I get to listen to something where actual doctors are talking about their experiences, I'm listening to it. And it's hard because what they're going through is completely brutal. And quite frankly, unimaginable to somebody like me. And that's what's sort of informing my insistence to do that. But at the same time, it's way easier for me, I think, especially because of stuff like this, and because I hang out with the whole coffee crew 3 days a week, and right. It's way easier for me to say no. Like, we can't do any of this. On top of being, a closet introvert, where I actually can hang out in a bus in the Arctic for, years and years without really talking to anyone. It's easier for me to do that than other people. So I think I'm excited to get into the conversations now about how we try to do some of these things the smartest possible way that we possibly can. Right. And so, like, Greg, we were talking about the small kind of connected group that you have. I mean, that's infinitely more reasonable than seeing different groups of people every night, like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And like, Baz wants to hang out with Bree and Sydney or whatever. And they, generally do it outside. And like, there's basically safe ways that we can figure it out, up to and including, Greg. I was thinking, like, if we wanted to try and, like, what I tried to flip it around to imagine what it would look like if we did do something with the Pasco, family or whatever, the coffee group.
Right. And
it would probably look like, everybody bringing coffee to a park and like marking out 10-foot squares and, maybe doing a gratitude thing or whatever. It's not proximity, but we could sort of do some kind of, we could figure something out.
Right.
Anyway, I've been thinking about that a fair amount.
On the piggybacking on the COVID safety stuff and not trying to make too much of this about me, is my major concern right now is I said the in-laws aren't being real safe. My mother-in-law works at the school and she doesn't have to work. She was retired last year. She's working so that she can have funny money to play with and whatnot. My parents are all the way in Montana, and last week my brother got in a terrible car crash and they're lucky to be alive. And my parents are supposed to be coming to help watch Dexter when I'm in the hospital for my C-section. And so now everybody's a little gun shy about that travel. And so right now the policy still stands that while you're in the hospital, if you go in, you can't leave. And so we don't have anybody to watch Dexter while we're in the hospital right now. And that's kind of a scary prospect, because we can't ask my mother-in-law to not go to work for 14 days or whatever. And we don't want to send her in there if she's going back and forth to the school where they're not taking it seriously.
Right.
So I'm sorry. So
You're fine.
I'm trying to stay calm, and this place is a really good place to try and stay calm, because maybe some answers will come when we get closer. Because I don't want my parents getting hurt on their way here, because they have to drive and it'll be February. So anyway, thanks for being here for me.
Well, thanks for being here. And yeah, I've gave up trying to be calm and just recognizing the stuff and then breathing through it, and leaning on community, like you're saying, essentially, right? Yeah.
I was going to say earlier that Corey was talking about family, and I grew up in a church, and I desperately miss that sense of community and that sense that people will be there for you if you need them. And I'm finding that here. And Doreen, I was thinking of you earlier. I feel like our family is having a baby, the Coffee family, I guess. And I just wish you were closer so that we could help you, because we would be there for you.
Thanks, Jen.
I find myself getting mad on behalf of when Doreen is crying about what's missing, and I get mad at people I see out, partying it up at bars and restaurants and not, we were on the boat yesterday, and all of us are in the same circle, my mom, my roommate, my girlfriend, and there's somebody who's having a huge backyard birthday party with just a ton of kids and grown-ups running around, none of them wearing masks. And I was like, right in the middle of my beautiful gratitude day, I was mad. I was like, what are they thinking? But I guess all we can do is like set an example and remind people that there's a better way to do this. I don't know. And my mom had to have a COVID test last week. She had a sore throat for several days. Then she had a really bad day of stomach trouble. And I went over, masked up to talk to her. And we had to talk about what would happen if she ended up in the hospital and we would not be able to go and visit her. And it was devastating. It was devastating to think about the idea that my 78-year-old mom could end up dying alone in a hospital with none of us able to hold her hand and talk to her. Mm-hmm. And it sort of sobered me up. I had begun to lax off about a lot of these things, but it really sobered me up thinking about that. So we made a decision yesterday. We're going to start isolating like on a much more stringent basis now than we have been, because we've been venturing out, masking up, reducing the risk where we can, but we've just decided we can't take even that much risk anymore. Things are getting worse enough that we need to buckle down.
Yeah. Speaking of, basically what I'm hearing is planning in various forms. And so similar to a fire drill, there's certain things that are good to think through in terms of, all right, if this happens, then I'll do this, and I have this, and I don't have that. And I don't just mean logistics. I mean, like, for example, who am I going to call when I need to hear a friendly, supportive voice? That kind of a thing, right? And so, similar to the wind, I've come to expect the unexpected. And it's like, all right, what kind of ninja jiu-jitsu move can I make with this? Oh, there's kids without masks. How can I express that I want them to stay back in case they want to just run up right to me, So I've got a plan there, and it's just basically assume grizzly bear form and say back.
Karate chop. Karate chop.
Push
say,
front kick. No, can't do that.
And then say thank you, and then go back to my safe little home. So yeah, we're doing that. It's all part of that. The Greeks, they thought everything was made up of like earth, water, air, and fire. And it's like, all right, I'm gonna expect the unexpected with the wind, get the grounding from the earth, try to keep the passion going, the fire in my life, and recognize we're all connected. And that would be like the water,
They were really just super into disco.
Yeah, sure.
Earth, Wind, and Fire is not a disco band. Stop that.
Aren't they though? They kind of leaned into the disco though, dude. Come on now.
No, that's like saying that Fleetwood Mac is a disco band because they had one song with a disco beat in it.
I guess the Doors kind of like dug into that toilet bowl too. Anyway, sorry, not the point. Thank you, Bob. I'm sorry. Like,
oh, that's great. That's part of that wind right there.
Baz mentioned please get your flu shot. The only thing worse than COVID is COVID and the flu.
Right.
I've been avoiding getting my flu shot for years every time she tells me to get it, and this year I'm just listening. We're just gonna do it.
I'm lucky. I got mine at my last OB appointment, so I didn't have to do anything special. They're like, "You ready for your flu shot today?" I was like, "Yes."
Indeed. Well, that's good.
We're a little safer here in Canada, just for now.
Yeah,
lagging behind a little bit, maybe.
But when you look at North Dakota, who have the highest per capita rate in the world, our country, our Saskatchewan, is very much like North Dakota. We're rural, we're spread apart, there's not that many people. So we have to be careful too.
Yeah, just keep the border closed and don't ever elect anyone like Trump.
I laughed when I heard Trump say, Canada really wants that border open, and I just said, no.
Yeah.
Like,
well, of course, he didn't ask any actual Canadians about that.
Right. Yeah. Canada hates universal healthcare too, I've heard.
Yeah. Could have asked me. Come on.
People are saying.
Yeah. My friend Myrtle Winchester out in BC, she's from New Brunswick, and her small town in New Brunswick, like less than 500 people in the town, has had an outbreak. And like they had 2 deaths in the last 4 days in their bitty little town.
Yeah.
And it's kind of shocking, but the weather's getting colder. More and more people are going to be indoors together. Yeah, I don't think we're done yet.
So there's some people that have some hard outs at a half an hour Sunday morning. So if we could, let's close the ceremony part. I'm gonna stick around for a bit if you guys want to hang out and talk. We're not like gonna close the thing down or whatever. We can all hang out and still chat. But I know some people sometimes have to go. So Doreen, you want to do the thing, and then we'll just hang out and stare at Leon's hilariously awesome face some more.
All right. I'll do the best I can. Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. In the name of science.
Wow, that just gets weirder and weirder.
It gets weirder and weirder. Oh man, I feel like the slower we try and do it, the weirder it's gonna get. And
Yep.
I'm totally here for that. Like I want that to be my ringtone. Anyway, yeah, nothing changes. If you got somewhere to go to there. Otherwise, we can hang out here and commiserate still. Sue had a question. I got 2 flu shots last year. Does that count for this year? I'm paranoid about going in anywhere to get a shot. Baz said, sadly, no, Sue, but you might consider hitting a pharmacy early hours when it's not busy. First opening on a weekend or driving a bit further to a slower area.
Thanks, Sue, CVS drugstores are doing free flu shots, and they keep asking me at the drive-up window because I pick up my prescriptions at the drive-up window, and there was nobody waiting at like noon on Thursday when I was there to pick up a prescription. So you might try the CVS there at Gulf and 19 across from Starbucks if you're up to that sort of thing. But like you said though, the having 2 flu shots last year, whenever I miss a stop sign, I just stop twice at the next one, and that evens it out.
You know, in Canada, we have to make an appointment to get a flu shot. That would be a sensible thing for you guys.
Right. Right. Well, we actually pay for doctor's appointments. So
So at the pharmacy, we have to we get them at the pharmacy, and we have to have an appointment.
right, I got you.
Yeah. Which at least eliminates a bit of a lineup. That's all.
You pay for a doctor's appointment. How much does it cost for a flu shot then?
$40.
Oh, okay. Plus the doctor's appointment?
Yeah.
Or is that the doctor's appointment?
Holy cow. I'm grateful for healthcare every day in
Yep.
Canada.
I'm on Medicaid, so I only know this because I've seen it posted. But I show up and they give me the things I need because I went through the rigorous 3-4 year process of getting on Medicaid and disability. So
Think about this, Greg. Just on that one thing, isn't it part of Biden's plan to automatically enroll people if people fall through the cracks in the States?
that's the plan. You know, what happened last time was they expanded Medicaid and it would have included me. But our state governor decided that taking money from the federal government was wrong on principle, and I deserve to be sick and without health care. That's how that happened.
You guys ever seen the crazy window in Bob's house?
Nice. He's got an underground chamber down there, underwater chamber. Cool.
Little window. Anyway,
So that's what we do. We hover outside Bob's window and watch him sleep.
basically that's the plan. Yeah, it's not weird. Kind of weird. Man,
Like that-
this is just so pretty out here.
Like that vampire kid in Salem's Lot. We're just hovering out there waiting for him to let us in.
Dude, I haven't thought about that in so long. That's so weird.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy how quickly that image came to my head, though, from that book. Interesting.
And then the same kid ended up playing a vampire in on the X-Files later on. So
Crazy.
yeah. So the episode, I see Jareen nodding. I'm sure she remembers the episode. Luke Wilson was in that episode. That was a good one.
Yeah, I didn't catch the X-Files till after it was off air. But,
It's such a great show.
but I have every DVD box set. Like I watched
Yeah.
it after the fact because from 2000 to 2012 I didn't have TV.
Right.
That's-
Is it a tiny window? Yes, Lori, that's part of the global climate change plan that Joe Biden is going to institute is tiny windows for everybody. No more cows and tiny windows. That's the plan, according to Donald Trump.
Yep.
That's what's going to happen. Jareen, you have a favorite episode?
I like the one, I can't remember what it's called, but I think they filmed it in Canada. It had the Native Americans and it had some crossover with, I think, maybe the guy that played Deputy Hawk on Twin Peaks. It was some sort of ghost story.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't remember what it's called, but that's my favorite, I think.
Yeah, the first 8 seasons were all filmed in British Columbia. In fact, right where I lived, there were several. We would drive by some places and go, "Holy crap, that's the coal mine from that episode." But my favorite is Jose Chung's From Outer Space with Charles Nelson Riley, where the 3 different people tell the story of this alien abduction. This young couple got abducted. Anyway, it's probably my favorite.
Oh, and that the Lost episode, the really scary one. Which one? Home? Do you remember that one?
Yes.
Ah!
Yeah. Creepy stuff. All right. Oh, geez, Sue. X-Files chat rooms is how I met my ex. Oh.
That was great.
Yep.
Oh man. So all right, well, why don't we go around? What's the last coolest thing that Hold on. I want to see if I can get Russell. Can you say something? Here, I'll unmute you. Sorry, I muted your stuff. I can't unmute you. That's interesting. You have to unmute yourself. There you go.
Yeah, I can speak.
I wanted to get you. I wanted to see if I could get you on this. Can you say something again? It's just defaulting to me, which I don't like. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, do it. Yeah, there you go. You're wearing the suit.
I kind of have to go up a little higher for it. I get
Right. There's just so much more there.
I'm wearing a blue shirt, so it said there's a green screen option, so I used a suit picture.
Nice.
I'm not quite fancy enough.
Babs,
Looks
with
a
you.
picture, though.
OMG, I love how giggly Leon is. Leon, don't laugh. Don't laugh, dude. Don't laugh, Leon.
No laughing, buddy.
No laughing at all. Okay, he's too good at this.
He's better at it than you are. Just
Yeah,
kicking your ass, Corey.
I'm not setting the bar very high.
So you were going to ask us to go around and what? What did you?
Yeah. What's the last coolest thing you were watching that you binged?
Oh, that you binged?
Mm-hmm. I'll start while everybody thinks about it. We watched Queen's Gambit yesterday. It is real good.
What's that? Where and what is it?
Basically, it's this. It's fictional, which is sad. I wanted it to be real a lot. This little girl learns how to play chess from this dude in an orphanage basement at 9, and basically goes through a bunch of stuff and beats the grandmaster. But they do the chess stuff actually really, really well. I just thought we dug it. We basically managed to spend a very nice Sunday after our 7-mile hike, just chilling out and watching really well done TV.
Nice. So it's like Karate Kid, but with chess.
And way better.
Oh, okay.
Writing and storytelling, but yes.
Okay.
I mean, was there like a flying crane kick? No, but there was probably the chess equivalent.
Right on.
Yep.
I had a near fatal dose of American politics. So early this summer, I started watching home renovation shows. And sometimes I even cry at them. And they have really happy endings. So if you need, relief, home renovation is really awesome. I've never watched one in my life. I'm addicted now.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
When you're saying a home renovation show, are you talking about the kind where they surprise a family? Or are you talking about the kind where like it's what do you call it? Bob Vila, where it's boring and they're talking about the actual process for how to repair it?
No, there's like a ton of them, a whole bunch of different kinds. Sometimes they surprise a family, but mostly it's just, we'll go in and help you renovate your house, and then we'll help you find a new one, and you get to choose which one you want, or we'll just fix up the mess you made, or they're all good. They're all mindless, happy, stuff, and it really is helpful.
When I lived up there was a show called Canada's Worst Home, like a home fix-it person, where they had regular people learning to do home renovation projects, and it was hilarious. They had experts would teach them how to do a thing, and then just turn them loose to go hang drywall, and it was hilarious because these people. I was like, man, I am not that inept. That's cool. Yeah. I'm way better than these people. So that was worth watching.
Feel-good story, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Madeline's showing you the picture she drew there.
Awesome.
Like around the sun.
Could Leon be more adorable?
I'm not sure.
All right, how about it, Russ? What are you binging on TV?
A really good show is The Boys. It's done by Amazon. It's probably the worst name for a show ever.
Agreed.
There's pretty much no boys in the show. I can't even think of a single character that's a child. But it's an amazing show. It's about superheroes if they were absolutely rotten.
Right. Yeah.
There's it's DC, so it's all the knockoffs of the DC people. Like there's a different version of a Wonder Woman and a Superman, and they'll kill people or blackmail people or rape them, and it's horrible, but it's funny.
It's
Fantastic.
true. And that with that description, I hate agreeing with you because it sounds really horrible, and it is diabolical, even you might say. But yeah, I've watched it all too. It's really good.
Yeah, the Aquaman guy is like, the failed Aquaman guy is hilarious. Yeah, it reminded me of the movie The Watchmen, like because that movie was maybe the first place I ever experienced superheroes gone bad. So
High is his name. He kidnaps a dolphin because he wants to elope with it and ends up killing it. It's accidentally, but it's hilarious.
But it ends up being like legitimately tragic.
Yes.
Jareen does not look impressed with any of this.
It's so bad, but it's so good. Anyways,
I'll tell you what. I caught. I have Showtime and HBO now because I'm rich apparently. But they did a live recreation of a West Wing episode where they got the original cast back together in a theater. They had to have somebody who played Leo McGarry, who was the chief of staff, and it was a beautiful reminder of how great a show West Wing is. So I've actually been sneakily. I mean, I've probably watched the entire series 3 or 4 times now, but I've been going back and watching some West Wing episodes to remind myself of like that show intended, how our politics could be, in an ideal for how our country could be run if we had presidents who were moral and upright and ethical, and their staffs and how hard they work. So it's a great show. If you've never watched West Wing, Corey, you should totally sit down, Corey, and watch West Wing. It's an inspiring show, and it'll remind you of how far we've sunk, and that it'll motivate you to want to get back to where we were. Corey.
What I need is more motivation and more political news.
No, it's not news. It's not like that.
I get it. It's the sort of the aspirational potential model of.
It's quippy and fast and funny too. It's it's a very funny show. So yeah, touching and funny.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, and was it Sorkin that did that as well? Isn't it? Okay. Yep. And what was it? The Trial of the Chicago 7. He did that.
Yes, that movie's really
good on Netflix as well.
Like I came to a place of sympathy for Jerry Rubin and Abby Hoffman that I didn't always have, because they have always been portrayed as the clowns. Like they were not serious, they were not doing things that mattered, but they really were. And he did a good job of showing us Jerry Rubin and Abby Hoffman in a different light than we've ever seen them in. So that was good. That was really good. Yeah. Jareen, how about you? What are you watching?
It's cold and wet out, and so I like the scary stuff. Probably most recently, we binged Castle Rock and Ozark.
Good. Ozark's a great show.
But it's a movie that didn't get talked about a lot that I freaking loved, that had Tom Waits in it. We watched The Dead Don't Die the other day, and it was hilarious and funny and dark. Have you guys heard of that one? It's got
heard
Bill
of it,
Murray and it's so funny. The Dead Don't Die. It's really, really good. It's
did see
They
that.
play a Sturgill Simpson song throughout the whole thing. It's so funny. Like, I usually hate zombie movies, but that one was
It's
really good.
Hilarious.
I gotta check this out.
So funny.
Yeah, like
It's
fourth
got
wall
like running
breaking.
jokes.
Yeah, it was really good. Is the dude from the new dude from Star Wars, and was it Bill
Oscar
Murray?
Isaac, maybe.
Yeah, the tall, skinny guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it is the Mandalorian.
What's that?
Mandalorian?
He just muted himself.
I haven't seen it yet.
oh,
It's coming out soon though.
Good stuff.
5 more days.
Yeah, we don't have the Disney.
you
Oh,
can just
and
borrow
one
it
more.
from several hundred of your friends.
I should. I loaned my special editions DVD box set of Twin Peaks to my gal pal about 2.5 years ago, and I almost should have never done it, but I finally got it back last week. So since it's fall and spooky out, we're probably going to rewatch the DVDs of Twin Peaks, the original
Nice.
series.
Nice. The owls are not what they seem. That's one thing that sticks with you in that show.
Yes.
Good
New
stuff, man.
shoes.
Good stuff. That's David Lynch makes a TV show. What the hell?
Yeah, it's just too bad the second season got so weird.
Yeah.
Off the rails. Off the rails.
All right. Well, I'm going to get going, guys. I got a big
me too.
sports day planned here.
All right.
By the way, I don't know if there's any baseball fans in the room, but the last moment of the World Series game last night was the craziest thing I've ever seen in a World Series game. Just craziness. Go Devil Rays.
What happened? You can't leave us hanging.
Okay, well, there was so it's the LA Dodgers and the Tampa Bay Rays are in the World Series. They're playing all the games in Arlington, Texas, and the Dodgers shellacked the Rays like 6-1 the other night. But last night, game went back and forth, home runs. It's the bottom of the 9th inning, 2 outs, and a guy singled with 2 men on base, and there were 2 errors. The Rays scored 2 runs and won the game 8-7 in the bottom of the 9th. It's the craziest baseball play I've ever seen. Yeah, Dodgers won the game, 4 different times and then lost. It was beautiful. As a Rays fan, I have to tell you, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Crazy pants. All right, everyone, and Leon's eyeball. We will adjourn until next Sunday. And legitimately, from the bottom and all the other parts of my heart, thank you guys so much for doing this with us every week. It's awesome.
Even me, I'm just lurking.
No, yeah, Yuri, absolutely, man. No, we're really glad that you're here too. Legit.
Yeah,
for
way
real.
to dominate the conversation, Yuri.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I mean,
I feel pretty left. I haven't watched TV for like 15 years or something like that. I don't even remember the last series I've seen. So I feel kind of left out in that conversation.
okay. Now we have to stay here for 5
Not
minutes.
in.
Where should he start?
Let me just stay here.
Oh, if Yuri's going to catch up, wow.
Like Battlestar
West
Galactica
Wing,
is the
still-
first one that
still
I went
West
to.
Wing. Still West
I mean,
Wing.
West Wing's pretty
I
good.
think Heroes I watched last, maybe.
The last one you watched was Heroes. You might want to watch The Boys then. That might be a really psychotically entertaining place to start.
I don't have time for TV. Come on.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Then never mind. Definitely don't, because there's a lot of really good TV out there. You might spiral hard.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
All right,
guys,
well-
I'm going to dip out. I love you very much. See you next Sunday.
I
Back
think
at
we
ya.
created a new
Bye.
sort of the eyeball sign on.
Yeah, the eyeball.